Yes, sir. So, hello everyone. Myself, Nikhil Chavda. I'm honored to present my on behalf of our CEO. Due to some reasons, CEO is not present in meeting, and I'm conducting the presentations. So, let's start about what weblet technologies and what are the functions weblet technologies conduct. So, yes. So Yes. Let's start about the weblet technology. Basically, weblet technology is founded in 2014 with the goal of being technology collaborators of organization and set up seeking responsible organization for through the business with the growth process. As a piece of digital transformation accelerates, weblet is at the forefront and innovations. Necessary to enable personalized and digital experiences in software development. We are pleased that our customer business are gaining momentum because of stable and reliable technology as well as our cost-effective technologies. So yes, that is about Webplat, and yes, in since 2014, Webplat has been exploring new innovations where Webplat technologies meet new technologies, we can say. And while exploring, we discovered that customer-centric technology is present, but something is missing where we deal with the problems and try to provide the solution and for our client that is best and perfect for their solutions. And we are providing like bill payments, we can say BBPS, it is recharges, and what we can say payment gateways and payment processing software, money transfer, cash withdrawals, and AEPS also. So that is a website providing fintech application, and we thought it is we actually concentrate on uh, rural areas basically. So from we are working in this section 8 years from past 8 years, and yes, we concentrate. We initially focused on rural regions as well as our CEO and all directors. They understand the problems that come from while transferring the fund or recharging. Let's as earlier we all know that recharge is done by the coupons. So nowadays we have like create an software creatively and invent that particular mobile application that all merchants can use their we can say our application and do the recharges through online and through the one wallet. So there is no need of maintaining, we can say, coupons, and for APS or BPS we have to maintain various wallets. So in our application we have to maintain only one wallet. From that they are going to recharge and all that things. So yeah, we believe that how we representing is more important than what we represent. Okay, so yes, this is the merchant, we can say here, and he is handling their store as well as the BBPS and all that APS services, we can say. So considering all the factors, we created a various products and software to help merchants manage their businesses with respect that services also, and in appropriate manner it is going to be work. Yeah, we feel that what services we have provided in tier 1 cities is provided as well as in the rural areas. So that particular element will help us to build, and it motivates to do we can say creative things, more creative things. So yeah, and let's start about like market impact, we can say. When it comes to market impact, we have started certain limitations with certain limitations, but after 2016 everyone knows what happens, and yeah, the fintech industry will grow up. and our limitations also break down. We crossed our limitations for after 2016, and yes, so in after that we have for the feasibility of merchant, merchant can't able to, we can say, log in with laptops and all that things. We have created applications, and merchant will do the recharges and all that things from anywhere. And this is the, we can say, this is a presentation screen that we have converted our web app into, we can say, mobile applications. So yeah, and let's start talking about like market impact, we can say. So
Social impact.
yeah, sorry, social implications, we can say. So influence to resources, I'll give my example. When I've joined this company, I have eager to learn the banking sectors. So that so many resources are there that is really like to work with the banking sectors, or we can say financial fintech industry, and influence of large number of transactions. So our client, which one or two, we have example like one client is doing a lot of transaction, we can say a number of transaction. So in the reference of that particular client, we have gotten another 2 or 3 clients from same client. So that we can say the number of transaction we have influence, and influence of contribution in banking domain. So as I said, we have done a lot of n number of transaction per day. So it helps to influence the contribution in banking domain. Yeah, so that's it.
Thank you. Then we open for Q&A.
Yes, sir.
Judas, we open for questions.
Going to invite us one by one, Gavin?
Yes, sir. Rahul, sir, you had a question that exactly if you can answer.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. Just wondering, what is the healthcare angle in what you presented?
Healthcare angles. I didn't get you, sir.
I mean, unless I'm mistaken, but we were talking about, we're supposed to be on a healthcare innovations panel now.
So
No,
it's
sir.
a mobile app, sir.
It is
Okay, it's just
mobile. It
mobile
is
app.
basic.
Okay.
It is just a mobile app, and it is providing a services
Okay.
like bill payments and
Okay.
recharges.
Apologies, because in the invitation that I received, it's a healthcare category. So
Okay, sir.
That would be error from us, sir. It's healthcare. It's mobile app for consumers, sir. In the
Okay.
evaluation link, which you see.
Okay, got it. Go ahead, please. I think I'll just defer to the other jurors in that case.
Jurors, we are open for questions.
So
Dr. Vikram, if you would like
can
to
I
ask.
put a question now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, Nikhil, interesting presentation. Now, I would also, when you're doing such huge financial transactions, you have to be worried about security of the transaction. I didn't see much discussion on that because there could be huge scams, isn't it? We keep hearing about scams. I didn't see what kind of protection you put into your mobile app.
Yeah, definitely. So we have let's consider the in financial sector trust and certifications we have, that is much important than other things. So we have maintained some secrecy and certifications in our applications. Like we have used some algorithms, SHA algorithm we have used for the security purpose. And yes, we have using NPCI technology to invent our product. So that particular technology is already developed in market, but we have created in our point of view, and we have represented. So
This is Anurag. I just want to ask a question. How are you placed with respect to your competition and what differentiates you to be different from them?
Yes, definitely. So as I've told you that we have we can say in market we have already applications. What we have getting different, we are different from them. So as I've told you that in rural areas there are people, they don't know how to do recharges and all that things. So we have put our product in with we can say we have go and put our product in the shop, we can say kirana shop or whatever the pan shop is over there. They will do recharges from there and doing the things like we can say we have set up a small bank in the pawn shop, we can say.
Can I take that one step further? Just to understand then, if does a person have a personal wallet or do you do agent assisted? Because I think what you were just describing is like agent assisted transactions. So would the person have like my my question really is to build
Yes,
credit
we are
history, right?
talking about
To
like a
people.
wallet. Yes, we have maintained a virtual wallet which have some certifications. Like uh, we have admin panel, right? So through the payment gateway we have credit to their merchant wallet, and that from that wallet they are going to do a transaction.
Okay, so it's individual wallets, and then it's not like you go to
Yes.
the agent and then you pay them cash and they do the transaction on your
No,
behalf.
no, 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 no. It is
Okay,
it is not. It is not. Particular has individual merchant has individual wallet, and yes, it is a top up with the payment gateways.
okay, thank you.
This is Anurag again. Just another clarification I wanted. Around 14, 15 years back, I worked in a similar domain for a business correspondent. Company's name was a little world like Fino. So there it was working for the banks, and they were what you're saying that a pawn shop can become a bank. So we were opening accounts and directly rolling out creating the fingerprint based accounts for the people, and they used to transact. Complete core banking was there. All transactions were there. So how are you differentiating? Those companies still exist and those kind of services still there. So what additional layer are you trying to get in here with this? And is it simpler than that? Because that was both offline and online. So it was 14 years, 15 years back. So I don't know. Technology has changed. How well you are able to do it now? Can you just throw some light on that? Thank you.
Yes, we are talking about like we can say obviously the technology has developed before, but we have used that technology and we have created for the rural regions in we can say 14 to 15 years back in rural regions there are no banks and all that thing. So we have overcome this that issue, we can say.
Can I then ask about consent? Like when you say you want to open somebody's wallet, right? How do you obtain consent from that person?
So
Uh,
I didn't get you, sir. So can you please repeat it?
Consent, like I mean, let's say you're doing something for me in the digital domain. I mean, if let's say you opened a Facebook account, you would have terms and conditions, and people would consent to having their account, right? The reason I'm asking this question is how do you protect users' privacy? And who owns the data, right? I mean, let's say there's a whole bunch of transaction data now. What are you doing with the data? Is that something that you are using on for something you're sharing with some third parties?
No. So see, we NPCI is providing us a data. So we have a just we can say uh, read a data, or it is in encrypted format. We have to just use, we can say it is PID data, and whatever you are asking about like fingerprint and all that thing. So banking sector, we can say NPCI is providing us data through the APIs, and we are using, and that that data we will use for the doing transactions. So as per I have told you, we have using some algorithms like SHA1 and other things.
Let me explore if you have any further questions. From
I
the
have one
viewers.
last question. While we all
Yes.
spoke about how competitive the market is, but still there's a good opportunity given the fact India is a large country. But are you guys planning to launch something new in terms of micro insurance or, let's say affordable healthcare solutions? Because you have access to the rural segment. A lot of companies such as Elastic Run and others, they are trying to do rural commerce. You have already access on the ground. Are you launching something new? Because that is something which can help you go from here to the next level, because there are so many people doing exactly the same thing which you guys are doing.
Definitely, definitely. So, see, we have now crossed the limits. I have told you. So we have focused on tier one cities to tier two cities. Also, we are like entering the, we can say, international currency market for that. And yes, we are also planning to develop the healthcare system as well.
Good.
Let me explore a few more questions if there are, since you still have time.
So Nikhil, just one or two couple of questions here. One is, you said you're going for the rural. If I am, one of your salient features is kind of rural market. Is that right?
So your voice is breaking. Apologies.
Is it audible now?
Yes, sir, you're
Yeah.
audible.
Yeah, I was saying, your application seems to be targeted to the rural market. You seem to emphasize that the rural market is where you want to pitch in. Is that right?
Yes.
Now, I would also like to understand what you think are the differences between handling fintech in the rural context and in the urban context. What you feel in your company?
So, as per my knowledge, there is no difference between rural and see. The any man on this earth will get an same service. Means
No,
it has right
it's not
to.
true. You have to also think of uh, the circumstances, right? You think from that point of view. In the urban context, like in Mumbai, you have a certain kind of situation for access to networks and so on. In the rural context is different. And a simple thing like power. I'm saying, have you thought about this at all when you were building your app? Because, I mean,
Yes, that means you have to saying about like
infrastructure.
network
You talk
issues
about,
and
yeah,
all that things.
infrastructure.
Network.
You have to worry about infrastructure and a lot of other things. You can't just assume it's the same infrastructure, isn't it?
Yeah, with respect to infrastructure, or we can say networks, see, the network is going to be wide. And also, we have rural network in rural areas nowadays, and we are asking about infrastructure. So there is no need of infrastructure. We can say, as I told you, that any kirana shop or any pawn shop will be handle this application and will do the transaction.
I think this needs to be thought about.
How many customers you have onboarded, Nikhil? How many customers you're serving?
Near about 500 plus we have serving till the day.
500
Plus, yes.
customers. And what kind of revenue you have currently?
So sorry, I can't able to we can say disclose that much.
Okay, no worries. No worries. You're profitable currently, or you're still funding?
No, as per my knowledge, we are still good in the market and we are profitable. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Nikhil.